is an F-18 at the 90. Stand clear to port catwalk and fire line. Stand by to recover aircraft. This is a drill. Through the ages, they bravely gave their lives. Will always break its word. The money will still follow this sword. For freedom, the battle rages on.
Welcome, everybody, to the season with the Battle Rhythm Podcast, and I have a very, 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 very special guest today. As if it needs any further introduction, I mean, the man was just here in the Texoma area of Texas, and let me tell you, he had a plan that went nowhere that he wanted to do. So, without further ado, the national commander for the BFW, Al, the real deal Liphart. Commander, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. I appreciate the
I can't hear you, Commander. I think you turned off your microphone. I think you turned off your microphone. So,
well, it looks like it's on.
Something happened.
Looks like it's on.
I have you muted. So, I was listening to you just fine a few minutes ago.
I know, and it was.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Nope, you're good.
Yeah. My mic looks, it shows me that I'm on.
Nope. All right.
Still not on.
I would, this is live. This is always happening with technical difficulties. So let's go ahead and, for you, Commander, go ahead and sign out and come right back in, and then we'll get it started. So there we go. All right. Hey, technical difficulties. This is what happens exactly when we are live. So, hey, welcome to the Battle Rhythm Podcast. I am here on behalf of Veterans First Initiative with People for a New America, and we are, again, it's been a long day. Look, I didn't even turn on my sign. It's crazy. The Battle Rhythm Podcast. Here we are, doing some promos for the Veterans First Initiative Telethon that's going to start this weekend, actually Saturday. Guess what? It's going to be super fun. It's going to be the whole stream is going to be happening with us here, and it's going to be super awesome. It's going to be around the area. So there's going to be four of these cities. It's going to be Phoenix, Toronto, Chicago, LA, and it's going to be a great time had by all. And let me tell you, it's going to be filled with many, many guests, many, many interviews, and also all kinds of entertainment. And it's going to be for a great cause. But we'll get through all of these, and I will tell you some of these. I'm gonna probably keep it a secret as to who's gonna be around this week, during that telethon. But like I said, every city is gonna have their own menu, and it's gonna be super fun. So hang in there. It's gonna be from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday, June 7th. And I know my guest, like we had it here in a minute, he's gonna be around. And let me tell you, again, Al, the real deal Liphart, the VFW National Commander. Sir, can you hear me now?
I got you loud and clear.
Oh my gosh, what is going on today?
I'm back.
We are having technical. I think it might be muted on your side.
No, you can't hear me again. Still nothing.
The joys. Yeah, I cannot hear you. I can see you moving, but we cannot hear you. And it's not on my side. Let me double check, make sure that all of our stuff is going through, because again, this is live, my friends. This is live. This is what happens when you are trying to do a live show, and things happen for a reason, so again, like I was saying, June 7th is going to be the start of the telethon, from 12 noon to 8 Eastern. So there we go. It's going to be super awesome. Richie Onari is going to be around. He is going to be doing a lot of some of the interviews out there in California and LA. He's going to be part of that one. So we are having great guests this weekend, and it's going to be fun, man. I mean, I can't believe it. And this all to be raising a lot of funds for veterans. So Veterans First Initiative is a great organization, and if you actually go to their website, you'll be able to actually donate. So here is the website where you can donate. It's givebutter.com/vets in need. We are definitely in need of your donations. And this what happens with this is that with your donation, a lot of these homeless veterans will be able to um, get some gift certificates for them to actually go, buy either clothing and or food. And this is what the great thing about having veterans. Sorry for veterans, that's going to be happening. Rich Honore, the founder of the uh, People for a New America, is the one that actually put all this stuff together. Him and Jesse Moore have been all over the place, and we're going to try one more time with Al here.
Here I go. How about now?
Finally, Commander. Like
Unbelievable. Now you can hear me.
I can hear you, and now like you have a sense for the dramatics because because I challenged you before we started going on there. I challenged you. You're gonna have to make a grand entrance, and you did 3 times.
Exactly. Okay.
It is. And let me tell you, for all of our listeners right now, Al, the real deal Liphart, is a Vietnam vet who is currently our national commander for the VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars, for the year of 2024, 2025. And his tenure is coming quickly to an end. And no one is more sad than he is, because this man is nothing but a servant. And I had the great pleasure of having him in person not long ago here in the studio. Well, this is my home studio, but I had him in the studio where I normally do the show. And let me tell you, I've never met a more humble man, and I could not be more proud of being one of his fellow members and comrades. So thank you, Commander, for your service. And here we go.
All right.
You doing all right?
I'm doing fantastic. And
Well,
again, I really appreciate the invitation to be here to offer my support for what you got going there.
Well, like I was telling the audience earlier, we're going to be doing a telethon, which is July. I'm already in July. God dang it. July, Christmas in July. I'm telling you, it's just all over the place. So June is going to be June 7th. We are going to have a telethon. And I was telling you before, there's going to be plenty of acts, and you actually had the pleasure of talking to Richie Honore, who is the founder of People for a New America. And he was telling you all about his organization and what he's, his servant heart, because this guy is just like you, wants nothing but, the best for veterans. And what better way to give back than to be able to give back, monetary way, and or with help and just servanthood. And this is what you come in. This is your specialty, right? Servanthood.
It is giving back.
Right. So Veterans for a New America, Veterans First Initiative. And I know I was the one that introduced you to it. And what do you think of their cause? That, giving back and giving, raising money to be able to give back in ways that nobody else can, as far as like clothing and gift certificates. And
right.
Like that.
I don't think there's a more righteous cause than giving back to those that have offered their very lives for this nation. So everything we can do, when I hear somebody say I can't do enough, you're right, you can't, but you can keep trying.
That's right, and that's the way we got to do it, right? I mean, you're a very religious person, and one of your sayings is "follow me," right? That's what you do, right?
Absolutely, and you have to lead by example. A lot of people have difficulty asking people to contribute to worthwhile causes, and they'll say, I can't. That's that is an absolute lie. You can, if it's not a matter of what is in your wallet. It's a matter of what's in your heart.
Right.
Because if you want something, you'll get it. You'll purchase it, So I don't want people though to give until it hurts. I want for them to give until it really feels good.
Right.
that you know you're helping somebody.
Right.
So if you can, not if you can donate, just donate. Just say yes.
Right. And let me just give you an example of how much this man gives. Right. So I got in touch with him on Thursday, and we were supposed to have done this on Friday, and things just kind of got, life gets in the way. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be in Albuquerque on Thursday. I'm gonna be back home on Friday, but then I have to go do this thing for Memorial Day." And it has been a whirlwind type of a situation for you because you are like nonstop traveling, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
right now, you're probably at home for the next couple of days, right?
Well, until tomorrow.
And then you're going where? Where are you going next?
Then I'm going to St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Oh, there you go. See, Minnesota. Oh,
Yeah,
I see how it is.
Minnesota.
You're gonna take some vacation and go to the 10,000 lakes over there and go fishing, right? That's what you're gonna do then.
We're going to go get VFW members excited.
There you go. So the VFW is because you can speak for the VFW, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, completely, you can speak for the VFW. So
You bet.
I would love for you to completely endorse our foundation here. And like I said, I am a member of the VFW, and because of you, I'm able to interview you and everything. But I want to make sure that the VFW is able to completely help endorse the Veterans First Initiative because of the great work that they're doing, right? That is exactly what the VFW is supposed to be doing, correct?
Correct. We're the Veterans of Foreign War is a fraternal, patriotic, historical, charitable, and educational organization dedicated to the combat veteran. But I can affirm that the causes that Caesar was just talking about are very worthwhile. And again, look, it's you need to support uh, everybody.
Right.
You can do. You may not do everything, be able to do everything for somebody, but I will tell you that whatever you do could be everything to that individual. You just never know.
Right. Right. Because again, it's there's a lot of organizations out there that say that they're going to help, and unfortunately, they I'm not taking away from that, but it takes a few to keep continuing to do it year after year after year. And People for a New America and Veterans First Initiative is they want to continue to do this, and they have done this before, putting on music concerts for people and stuff like that. And this is a great cause. And again, as a BFW member, I would want to get involved in things like that because it's not just about the BFW. It's about, being able to help others.
Right. There's VFW's motto is everything we do for veterans.
Right.
And that is an indisputable statement. You can't argue with that one because
No.
that is who we are. Sometimes you'll hear people say, well, nobody does more than we do.
Right.
Well, I'd like to let's get your sheet out. We'll do a comparison. We'll see who's gonna who's doing more.
Right.
That's not. Let's don't make this a one-upsmanship.
Right.
Let's make this everybody can participate. And you've heard me say, Caesar, and I mean this sincerely. The blessings that I have come from God. I'm just a servant.
Right.
So the money I have, the gifts that I've been given, I have a responsibility to be a good steward with them, and you will never hear me say no.
Yeah, I have not.
No, it's just who I am. I can not only I can, I must. The talent I have is a gift from God. And the use of that is my gift in return to him. And so that's why I'm so passionate about um, taking care of veterans,
Right.
their surviving spouses, their orphan children, and especially to advocate in their behalf on their behalf in the halls of Congress.
Right.
Um,
It's important, right? I mean, that is what we're about. The God, the legislation that we need to have, right? Because you
yep,
are leading 1.4 million members,
correct.
right? That are part of the VFW, both the VFW members and the auxiliary, because the auxiliary is also part of us, right?
Right.
Because a lot of the auxiliary has family members, grandparent, uncle, brother, sister, whatever. They are part of us, and we are a huge organization that needs to be involved in other organizations that want to be involved in helping us, right? So
Absolutely.
legislation is huge,
It is.
and let me tell you, like, if you have not seen the speech that the commander made in front of Congress in March of 2025, you need to look it up on YouTube. I'm telling you what, that was a very, and I'm gonna be copying the commander here and actually making fun of him a little bit, but this is your contract. Okay.
Yeah.
Please keep your contract. Is that correct? I mean, please tell us a little bit about that, Commander, because I know
Yeah.
that was a very powerful speech. And what you said there, I think it had a lot of shock. It was a lot of shock and awe.
Yeah. There was, again, I'm an infantry guy, and I think it's been a while since I heard from an infantryman. So I tried to keep it to 2-syllable words because I didn't want to confuse anybody on that panel, because I know they're all very, very well educated, and I wanted to speak in very plain English. But I wanted to make sure they understand the urgency that we
Yes.
have. The federal government is good about working; they just are very slow about it. And so we don't have time to waste.
No.
Our veterans are in desperate need of the health care
Mm-hmm.
that they were promised. And if there was a title for that testimony, the title was "Honor the Contract," because
Yes.
we have a volunteer force. That we're not conscripted. We volunteer, and in that contract that our service members sign, it says that they'll obey the orders of the President of the United States and the officers appointed over us, protect and defend the Constitution, and that we will go wherever we're told to go,
Yeah.
whenever we're told to go. We'll maintain ourselves physically, mentally, and so uh, we weren't the only ones that signed the contract. The government also signed that contract.
Correct.
And their side of the contract said that if there was something that happened to us as a result of our service, that is, if it was a service connection, then they would provide the care for that. And it's time for them to step up and honor the contract. Um, this this the changes that keep being made to that contract. There was no stipulation when for those of us that wore the fabric of this nation. Um, our consideration was we will do whatever we're directed to do, up to and including sacrificing our very lives.
Right.
And so the government signed that contract. There were no stipulations in there. If it's a service connection, then we deserve and have earned that care. That I'm a pretty simple guy. I understand that as I worked in the civilian world, if something happened to me on my job, I had workman's compensation.
Right.
The military is no different. If you get hurt on the job, you have the Veterans Administration. That's your workman's comp. They're supposed to be taking care of us. And the delays that they put on, and the research. You know that we have researched Agent Orange for well over 60 years.
Yeah.
What
And then
the
finally, it finally got picked up, right?
Yeah,
That in blue, what was it? Blue water.
blue water.
Blue
Yeah,
water was just picked up not too long ago.
yeah. So what in the world are you studying? There's nothing else to study. I think what you're studying, Mr. Government, is the generational impact that Agent Orange has,
Yeah.
because just not the service member that is suffering from the effects of Agent Orange and these other toxins that we're exposed to,
Yep.
but it's also our children and now
Right.
our grandchildren. It's going down. It's continuing to impact. So, um, bottom line, Caesar, what the government needs to do with the Veterans Administration is to fully fund them so that they can do what needs to be done to provide the quality care that we have earned.
Exactly. And then let me stop you right there because I want to play something for you real quick because this is very important and it goes right to your point of helping others. So I want to play a clip by Richie Onari, who again he was the founder of People for America and Veterans First Initiative. And I want to play this little clip because it'll give us an idea of what we are talking about and why this is important for all veterans. So stay with us. Be right back. Give me 1 second.
My name's Richie Onori with the Multi-Platinum Group. This suite. We all owe a debt to our veterans. It's time to give back. With the Veterans First Initiative, you can make that difference right here and right now. I want you right now to open up your wallets and go to vetsinneed.org, vetsinneed.org, and make that difference our vets deserve. Thank you.
This is Ronald Luxembourg, appreciative of the time. Tune in on June the 7th to be able to contribute and donate whatever you can in dedication to these veterans. This is Ronald Luxembourg thanking you.
Man, oh man, I'm so excited about that. I've heard you say that you were actually going to be watching the telethon at some point during that day, right?
Yep. I'm going to be in. I'm going to be in Minnesota. Well, that's happening. So I'm gonna try and get on when I'm able during their their convention. But I'm sure I'll be able to get on and listen and take an active part.
It's going to be awesome. So, and I know you're going to be plugging in. You're going to be plugging in the Battle Rhythm podcast to the Minnesotans,
Right.
but you're also going to be plugging in the telethon and the Veterans First Initiative and vetsinneed.org because again we are in such a great time right now that we are able to provide this type of services. And let me just tell you that I have been humbled by the amount of people that have actually been able to help with the Veterans First Initiative, and I have been able to interview several people. And as the commercial just showed a few minutes ago, there's going to be a Medal of Honor recipient that's actually going to be coming on here in a little while. And I actually spoken to you about him, Doc Ballard. He's been a great guest of the show before, and he's going to be on a little bit later. I'm excited to talk to him about to him again because that he's like you, Chief, because he has he's about actually you guys are I think like 6 months apart.
Okay.
Just
young guy.
Yeah, young guy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not gonna throw you under the bus. I'm not gonna tell people you're 45.
Okay.
But this man is also involved in 33 other organizations, and he's obviously because he's a Medal of Honor recipient. He is able to do a lot of different things with be an ambassador for them, right? So he's speaking about things and he's very passionate about helping and just being a servant like you. And it's very rewarding to have people of that caliber to be doing things like that. And it's my gosh, it's awesome. And Chief, I don't know if you've ever had this, and right now we are blowing up with a lot of comments. We have comments from one of our medias right now, from our social media. He's saying, "Do it for the vets," and you're right. We are doing this for the vets, and no better man to do it right now than the leading man for the VFW national organization than Chief Liphart here. And right now we're about to hit 50,000 listeners right now, Chief. So we are, you're hitting the masses, and I can't compare with you. This is the audience you bring, my friend.
Well, that's I'm very humbled to have that opportunity. Again, it's if there was a piece of advice I could give to the listeners, that advice would be just say yes. Stop saying no. Just say yes. You don't know what opportunities are being given to you. And I've got another one that I need to get here shortly in just a few minutes, as a matter of fact, Caesar. So I guess if I could, I would just share with your the listeners a poem from Saint Jerome,
Please.
and it goes: good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. And that's what we all need to be doing, the best that we can do in all things, in all ways, at all times.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so insightful, and you're right. Just being able to be a servant for many reasons. We just had the day of service not long ago, and it was great. So, Chief, thank you so much for joining us today. You are such an inspiration to many of us, and I'm gonna play it out real quick. I am gonna go ahead and play one of our very, very first veterans things with Chief Han, and you met Chief Han, and I'm gonna play his little story. So stay with us. We'll be back with the Battle Rhythm podcast here on Veterans First Initiative on Voice of the People USA and Music Digital and Patriot Radio. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks for sticking by. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more coming up. So, Chief, I will talk to you very, very soon. Thanks so much. I will see you soon.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
As he approaches his 96th birthday, Jim Hahn still remembers intimate details about his time serving as a Marine in World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, and he also remembers how it all started.
Mother wasn't going to sign. I told her, I said, if you don't sign this, I'll lie about my age. And she signed.
He was inspired to enlist when walking down the street at 16 years old. He tells K10 he saw some people messing with a Marine and his girlfriend.
They was doing anything they could try to make him mad. He told his girlfriend there to go down and wait for him at the red light at the end of the street there. He turned around and whipped all four of those guys.
A year later, he was off to San Diego for basic training. Han joined the occupation force in both China and Japan during World War II, which marks the only time in the history of Japan that it has been occupied by a foreign power. A bitter time these days, though. Gunnery Sergeant Han holds tight to the sweeter moments.
It's going into Japan, there, into town. I seen all these little kids running around there, and they look like they're hungry and everything else. So I started in getting candy from our PX and taking it in there and giving it to the little kids. It got to where whenever I'd come inside the city limits, man, here come all these kids.
What he didn't realize at the time, candy would one day become his lifeline. In November of 1950, just a few months after the Korean War began, 8,000 fighters, mostly Marines, were trapped in the Chonjin Reservoir, surrounded by 120,000 Chinese soldiers. And you guessed it, Sergeant Han was one of those Marines.
If somebody told me this, I'd have thought of him as being a liar, because I did not think that it would get 90 degrees below zero. I seen guys just walking along, and all of a sudden I could stop walking, and they was dead. They'd freeze to death while they was walking.
Freezing, barely hanging on to life. The Marines called for ammunition using their code word, Tootsie Roll.
I never will forget that. They got on the radio there and talking to them, said, send us some Tootsie Rolls. And they was talking about ammunition, a certain type of ammunition.
Well, the soldier on the other end of that radio took the message literally, and they dropped into the reservoir Tootsie Rolls.
Here's these 3 planes there coming out with these parachutes coming down there with Tootsie Rolls. It's supposed to be ammunition, but it's Tootsie Rolls. But if it hadn't been for them, a lot of us, including me, would probably starve to death.
Those little chocolate candies were the fuel that sustained the troops. All other provisions were frozen, so they survived on the chocolate.
It seemed impossible that they was there for any other reason than to save my life. I thank God many times, in fact, that I lived through all of it. Didn't lose any arms or legs or anything that way. I sat in this foxhole, and people all around me freezing, and some reason or other I didn't.
He says all he thought about was his next breath and how he would use it.
I don't know, I still think about it sometimes. I know that God saved me from it. Try to thank God 3 or 4 or 5 times a day about that.
Decades later, Sergeant Hahn literally holds on to that memory with a bucket of Tootsie Rolls made specifically for him with American flags after the company heard his story. Those Marines that made it out are now revered as the heroes of the Frozen Chosen. But this one calls Texoma home, and he chooses to spend his time right here in the Sherman VFW.
I feel like they're brothers. This, to me, is part of the military.
As this veteran reflects on a life of service most would never know, Hahn would do every second of it again. The few, the proud, the Marines.
It was such an honor to be able to sit down with Jim, and I just want to say right here on the record, thank you for your service. Not only a World War II veteran, a 3-war veteran. He decided to just keep going back. I know.
And you know, I had heard that, I knew that there was something involving Tootsie Rolls, but that was the first time I actually heard that full story, and that is so incredible.
And he's just walking around Texoma.
So
My name's Richie Honori from the multi-platinum group U.S.A. We all can agree to help our vets. Music changes the world. We're musicians bounded together, making a difference for our vets. With the Veterans First Initiative, you can make that difference too. Go to vetsinneed.org, vetsinneed.org. Thank you.
Welcome back to a very special edition of the Battle Rhythm Podcast. We are here, and guess who I have on the line? Oh my God, we are in such a treat right now. Coming in all the way from the east coast of Alabama, and he's probably going to be here in a hurricane here in a few minutes because it's right now he's a tropical storm. And let me tell you what, here is Tom, the Hurricane Cass, my friend. How are you doing, buddy?
Man, it's great to be on your show again. How are you? It's been a minute since we've seen each other.
I know, right? The last time you were here live and in person, and we had such a great show. And we're talking about Whiskey Town, and we're talking about, all kinds of endeavors. We talked to many, many people that day. Rich Honori. We talked to JoJo Gator. Oh my God, it was just it was a plethora of people.
Yeah, no, it's, we're really excited, and I'm glad you had us on today because we're excited about the June 7th telethon for FANA, for People for a New America. Richie's put together a great lineup of entertainment. We're going to have some guests, right? Some Medal of Honor. But for everyone that's watching right now, it really takes all of us to bring this together because our mission is to support those who supported us and gave us the freedoms that we have. So as a veteran, to another veteran, Caesar, thank you for having us on the show and helping us tell the world about our vision.
Man, I'm so excited to be a part of this, and I've told Richie many times, you guys are a family to me. That's why I call you. I need money. No, just kidding. No, just kidding. You guys are family, and you and I have the same type of mentality where it comes to servitude. And I just had Al Liphart, who was the national commander for the VFW,
Wow.
and he's the same way. He's a serving man, and he just told us a story, and we were talking about his testimony with Congress in March, and
Right.
I encouraged everyone that is listening right now to go back and actually listen to that testimony that
Yeah.
he gave in front of Congress, because it's important. And I called it a shock and awe person, and they actually called it honor the contract. And he was saying the contract is right here, and I'm telling you, he was doing this. I was like, man, you're gonna beat me with a newspaper. Relax, But
Yeah.
it's so important because as one of our listeners right now said, Vet Syndicate, vets are in need. And as you can see downstairs, down here, I said givebutter.com, vets in need. Please join us in this Saturday. But more importantly, join us by giving a monetary help here, because all the funds that are being
Yep.
raised, they're going to go to a great thing for other veterans that are homeless, that are in health, mental health need, that have all kinds of other stuff. They're not eligible for VFW or sorry, for VA benefits, because there are a
Correct.
lot of them. Correct?
Yeah. So, as a veteran, and of course, we're both veterans, but as I've traveled throughout the country performing outlaw in the USA and meeting with people, like, for instance, General Flynn, I'll be with General Flynn for 2 days at his Reawaken America event in Venice, Florida. And we're going to be promoting the telethon on June 7th. But, we all feel like this is a time where our oath needs to be brought back in, and we need to come together for our soldiers and for our veterans. And, as I'm involved, is Richie and I's vision was to create.
Who did you say? Who?
So
Who did you say?
what did I say?
No, who did you say?
Richie and Nori.
Who?
Flynn.
Who? No, not the general. Look, I know the general, and he's with Shaq. But who did you say before that?
I don't remember what I said before that. I was talking about how we're coming together with General Flynn to bring the message out to the world about this mission. So
no, you said a very, very important name. Richie Valens? Richie.
Sorry?
Oh, what? That guy.
Richie
Honori. Welcome to the show, my friend. Richie Honori. Here he is, the founder of People for a New America.
Close the door now. I gotta.
People for a New America, Veterans First Initiative.
The legend. This man's a legend. Do you know who this man is? Anybody that's watching right now, if you've never heard the song Ballroom, you're about to.
Okay, but let's do this introduction properly. Okay, we're gonna do this introduction properly because, hey, Richard Ari, like he's been on the show before, but never has he been. Well, no, he has been, but we're gonna make him again. We're gonna make him the interview of the week. You know what? Interview of the week. Here we go. Interview of the week brought to you by People for a New America, also by Boys of the People USA TV radio network, UC Digital, Patriot Radio, and everybody that's here on. And my friend Richie, guess how many people we have right now listening to us, and we are blowing up. And I don't even know. I try to get a hold of our media team, and right now we're at 56,000 listeners that are here on X Spaces.
Thank you all. 1,000 of you.
That's right. That's right, Richie. This is your baby, my friend. How are you doing?
I couldn't be doing better. I am just so excited to helping the veterans out, getting our message together where entertainment and the veterans come together. And it's about us really supporting the veterans out there. And it's just so I couldn't be happier right now. We're so excited for the telethon. We're so excited for people to really help us to support that and to donate for this amazing cause. We are giving everything back to everybody for the veterans, really helping out the most important sector in our society, the veterans.
Correct. And just to remind everybody, the telethon is going to be this Saturday from 12 noon to 8 p.m. Eastern, which is if you're in the West Coast, it's going to be at 9 o'clock. So get your butts up and make sure you have plenty of coffee, because it's going to be a fun-packed, fun-filled, just 8 hours full of back to back things. So please come and join us. 4 cities: Phoenix. Well, let's start it from the beginning. Toronto's going to start it off. Then it's going to be Chicago. Then down to Phoenix, and we're going to close. And with the golden closers will be L.A., which Richie will be hosting that segment. So it's going to be. Oh, man, I just can't even wait. I can't even wait. I can't wait.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And I got to jump, fellas. I'm glad I was able to make it on this. I got someone walking in the door here in just a moment. But Richie, it's great to see you as always, sir. Caesar, we appreciate you. Thank you for your service. And to all of the watchers, everyone watching right now, please take a moment to share the link, share the story about what we're doing, how we're helping veterans. And Richie Inori's leadership has taken us to another level to really, truly put something impactful in place. So Caesar, Richie, signing off, gentlemen. Thank you.
Adios.
Blessings.
All right. So, Richie,
Yes.
first of all, welcome back to the show. We had you on about, I don't know, a month and a half ago, and all of a sudden you said, hey, let's do something. I was like, okay, well, what do you got in mind? Now we're gonna put you on. And we have had so many different comments from people. Real talk. We were talking with Al Liphart, the national commander of the VFW, a few minutes ago, and he is. You talked to him when I had him on the show. We called you, and he was just so excited about endorsing this great event because it's not just for veterans, it's also for families, because everybody they're involved somehow with veterans, and one way or another, they have friends, family, immediate family that have served or are serving, and this is just a great, incredible cause that you have started. So tell us a little bit about how you got involved and what gave you the idea of, like, you know what, I'm going to start an organization today and I'm going to be helping as many people as I can, but really I'm going to focus a part of it on veterans. How did you start this?
Well, I mean, bottom line is it's making a difference in the world. And how do you do that? And so it's been something that I've been chasing for a long time. This just didn't come over any, like, I had this thought. People for a New America, and what that means when artists come together. And I was involved with ADA, with a person that was very involved, and how she was able to couple all and bring all the nonprofits together. This is what's missing. Because a lot of times organizations start competing because of everybody's going after donation dollars, right?
Right.
What happens? Who's suffering for it are the veterans. Okay. Yeah. Any cause that you have. So this has originated from us coming together. How ADA got passed. We need the same kind of intensity for the veterans, because not enough's being done. And we need to rally around concerts. This first telethon, Jesse Moore had a lot to do with the Veterans First Initiative that's part of FANA. So when you donate to Veterans First Initiative, it really is coming to FANA, so we can turn those funds around to help the folks out there that need it the most. So
let's remind everybody out there, the website for you to actually donate, it's givebutter.com/vetsinneed. givebutter.com/vetsinneed. You can go ahead and do your donation there, and you can rest assured that this donation that you're making right now will go to help veterans in mental health crisis. And we're also going to be doing training. Oh my gosh, it goes to training. We're able to actually help them out with car notes or rent, or if they need something of that nature. And I think the biggest thing right now that is being helping out, or to help out, is to purchase gift cards, correct?
Yes, that's a big impetus for us. Gift cards we turn around and we help various veterans in certain situations that are in really need. And so channeling that into those organizations, also donating to the organizations that can help that out. So it's the gift cards, combination of really just getting behind that. And it's important where what you're going to see on the LA 2 hours, which is when is that? When's our
it's June 7th from 12 to 8 is the entire telethon, but you, my friend, I believe is going to be on from 6 to 8 Eastern time, which would be 4 p.m. Eastern, Western, sorry, 4 p.m. Pacific to 6 p.m. Eastern. It's so many.
And it's crazy, but just stay tuned. But what you're going to see is clips from your show with some amazing people and some military folks that have given so much, Medal of Honor, and you're going to see Terry Dinges, whose father played. He played by Gary Sinise in Korea battle, and the Medal of Honor went to Charlie Johnson just recently. And so you're going to see her story as a family. You're going to see a lot of the stars from our Unity, Peace, and Freedom Festival from, The Time Has Come Today, Chambers Brothers. That was a huge hit in the late 60s that still is so vital in today. So look up Time Has Come Today and Main Ingredient, and guys from Pink Floyd, Scott Page, who's very much part of this, Steve Perkins on drums. You're going to see footage of all these great bands that played that day. And you're going to see some great interviews. So, that's what I do. I'm an artist, but I'm also, entrepreneur.
Don't sell yourself short, my friend. You're a multi-platinum award-winning drummer for the band The Sweets. And if nobody knows with the band The Sweets, which I'm telling you what, you do know with such great hits like Ballroom Blitz. Who doesn't know that? Especially Generation X. Growing up watching Wayne's World with Tia Carrere. I mean, she did, obviously they did a cover of it, but that was your song, and that went huge.
Well, one of the greatest things that I really is when Guardians of the Galaxy 2, they invited me to in Hollywood Boulevard, and I basically went down for all the interviews, and then I was inside because I was representing Sweet for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That song is used left and right, but they enter the stage, Stallone and everybody, to what song? Fox on the Run.
Nice.
And I'm sitting there going, wow, this is great. All the different songs on that soundtrack of anything, they ended up playing that. But Little Willie, Love Is Like Oxygen, all the big hits from the band. We just played, and it's just, the band is just killing it now, touring. We're doing a lot of dates all over the place. And, the best thing out of the whole show is my drum solo. No, just
I wouldn't doubt it, my friend. I mean, you taught John Bonham how to play drums. You taught
wait.
You taught Richie Guy how to play drums, That's great. That's awesome. I mean, you're such a busy man that I can't believe that you find time to, because you and I talk almost daily, and I used to just call me anytime. I've called you at 2 a.m. and you didn't answer. I was so hurt. No, I'm just playing. I did not do that. But we've been in contact this entire time because this organization and this telethon is so important to the both of us. Because again, I have a surprise for you, my friend. Again, this is great as far as our what we're trying to get, helping the veterans and such organizations, great organizations. But I do have a very, very special guest. I have on the line a current living legend, myth. No, it's not a myth, it's a legend. By the name of Donald Doc, D-O-C, Doc Ballard. He is a Medal of Honor recipient, and he has been gracious enough to join us. And Doc, can you hear me?
I can. I can hear you.
I cannot see you, but I can hear you.
Okay, where do I click here to get on? Let's see.
Let's see. You would have to go into your settings to get there was a camera. And then you would turn on the camera on there.
I'm looking.
All right. While you do that, I do want to let you know that I have Richie Honori, who is the founder of People for a New America. He is the person that's one of the people that is putting this together for the telethon that I was telling you so much about not long ago. And yeah, he's here. He was really excited to meet you, and he just happened to hop on. I said, hop on. Well, let's do this because he wanted to meet a living legend, such as yourself, Doc. So
Outstanding. I'm on settings. I see the camera, but it's not letting me do anything. So what camera resolution? Standard. I mean,
yeah, and then do you have I don't know how do you have a laptop? Sorry, Windows based or you have Apple?
Apple.
Okay, so with Apple is you would go into your settings.
Yeah, start. Maybe what about
there?
that?
You are.
Hey!
There you are. Yes, we have figured out, Doc. You are a you're a magician. So
I pulled that one out.
yeah, no, you're good. Wow, Doc, meet Richie Honori, who is the founder of People for a New America, and he is the drummer of the band The Sweet. Like I was saying, a multi-platinum award-winning band that has been playing the circuit for quite a while. So,
Nice.
gentlemen, Richie, this is Doc Richie, Caesar. I'm out because you guys are gonna be hosting this part of the segment. So,
well, we can do it without you, right?
and you're a regular talker, just like Al Liphart, who was our guest earlier today. The VFW commander was just on, and he was hoping to get to talk to you, but he had to get on another meeting. So he was gracious enough to actually get on with us to promote this. Because I was telling people right now, the telethon is going to be this Saturday from 12 noon to 8 Eastern. It's going to be a fun-filled. 4 different cities are going to be having music, entertainment, interviews with veterans. And when I had you on, Doc, on the show about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was telling you about this organization and how we were doing it. And Rich was just so excited the fact that you were so humbly wanting to endorse this organization because, again, getting the funds and the people and you don't get that very much from a lot of people, right? The heart of servitude, right? And to have an organization that is willing to get back to veterans that are in need because of homelessness, mental health crisis, and anything like that.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Oh, I know. I walk it every day when in the funeral business because I give free funerals to the veterans, to the needy veterans, that don't qualify for funeral benefits. So,
right,
understand. I've got my finger in the pot every day, all day, a lot of times.
If it's not the peanut butter jelly, peanut butter tub, then at least it would be like some type of preserve, right?
Exactly. Well, I'm glad you guys are still out there pushing the buttons and trying to influence people to do the right thing for the right reason.
Well, Richie, I know you got plenty of questions for Doc, and I know because you were so excited to have him on. And again, Doc, medal recipient of honor. Medal of Honor recipient. I'm sorry, my words. I'm just so Star Trek right now with you, Doc. Every time you come on.
Well, I don't have 2 hours a night like I had last time. But
no. Like I mentioned, I only needed 10 to 15 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
I know you're a busy man. So, Richie, I know you have plenty of questions for Doc.
Yeah.
Hi, Richie.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? So, of course, amazing. I've heard all about you. And what era did you serve? Was that Vietnam or Korea?
Vietnam. Yeah.
Vietnam. Yeah. A while ago, I was involved with Take Me Back, Huey. I don't know if you heard about the Huey, that documentary, pretty amazing. And we did the soundtrack for that about the Hueys coming and rescuing them off the battlefield. And I was really taken. That was back about 8-10 years ago when we did that. They redressed that shot down Huey that came to rescue that. So, being involved in this sector, my heart always goes out. And just recently, a friend of mine, her dad was played by Gary Sinise, about Charlie Johnson in Korea. He recently got the Medal of Honor. So these are some of the things we're going to be showing at the telethon. But for you, we're just so honored, and I feel very, just amazing that you're on with us today and supporting the telethon about what needs to be you helping with the funerals, but we're lacking the support for our most treasured, and we have to come together as one united force. Because just not enough's being done. And anytime I go, I'm in Los Angeles, and I just see so many veterans on the streets, and it's shameful. It has to come from, we the people have to come together now, and we have to support, and we have to make it happen and that's where we come in, is with entertainment and the stories you guys generate. We have to tell our story, and we have to promote it to the level where we can really, really be able to bring everybody united, come as one united front, instead of like, okay, I do this, I do that. We need to join hands to really bring this message together and not just depend on the government to do this. It's us coming together with this united front. That's my goal, Doc.
Sounds like a worthy one. It's difficult to get that much attention in the right effort, to muster it together enough to make some difference. Of course, then it's hard to get the veterans to help you. It's one thing for us to raise money. I've participated a lot of times when luckily we did raise the money, but then somehow, some of the veterans don't like what we did for them, so you can't, you got issues on both sides that you have to, and that's juggling a lot of balls, to satisfy somebody that, doesn't want help. I mean, that's another thought we should be looking at also, is helping the ones that want help, needs help, and even giving it to the ones that don't need it or don't want it, is a challenge. I know it's very difficult to get non-veterans involved. In my opinion, the veterans have served this country. They've sacrificed, for everyone else's pleasure to be able to live free, that we have the freedom that we have today. So we, if nothing else is said, we owe the veterans, and they've fallen on hard times for various reasons. Sometimes it's their own fault, but it's we can't turn our back on them. We have to help them and do what they cannot do for themselves.
That's
well,
right.
yeah, you have to help the able, the ones that are able. Some don't want to be helped, and you're right. They want to stay homeless or whatever. That's not what we're about. We're helping the ones that need to get on their feet, that want to get on their feet, and those are the ones we're interested in. I mean, just like I said, some people are fine just living in their mobile home next to Santa Monica Pier or something like that, and they're fine and they'll live there, and God bless them. But a lot want to do a lot more with their life, or they want to mentally heal, or maybe they're on so many psych drugs nowadays that they're just committed, thinking very negative thoughts about even living life. These are the people that need the hand up, and to bring them up. And with music, it's another approach. See, because everybody can agree with music and entertainment, and so having major concerts in the future where we bring people together, and everybody, we play concerts all the time, and these are people that are suffering in America, a lot of people are suffering in a lot of different ways, but they come to a concert and they're just like, they escape. It's an escape, and they live through the music, and using the message of music, which is a higher vibration. That's a new approach that we're using. Not that there hasn't been a lot of concerts, a lot of things done for the veterans, but this is the approach that we're doing this with the first telethon. So we're just happy you can support us on this, and thanks, Doc.
It's a worthy cause, and somebody's got to pick up the torch and carry it. And so
Yeah.
I'm glad to be part of it, and I'm glad to help you and hopefully make a difference.
Oh man, we're just so excited that you believe in this organization, believe in this cause, because it's so important to give back. And like I always say, having a humble heart to be able to serve and give back, I think it to me is much more rewarding than a paycheck. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it just, I don't know, I just feel that there's always something more to when you give back, and it's not about you, it's about a greater cause.
I
So
totally agree. It's at the end of the day, it's how well you feel about your contributions.
correct.
I know a lot of us got problems out there, and we barely feed our
Mhm.
own family, so it's hard to donate money. But there we should have the organization help find little ways for those people to help. Like
Yeah.
put them to work.
Oh yeah.
Cleaning something, picking up trash, doing something noticeable for the community, to where people say, well, yeah, let me throw a little money at them. They're doing something besides laying on their butt.
Right. Right.
Well, you
Exactly.
look at it this way. I just played that casino in Idaho,
Yeah.
in Fort Hall, and you see all these people throwing their money away at the casinos. Plenty of people have enough money to gamble, and you just see them with their wads of cash coming in.
Oh yeah.
They're not dressed extravagantly, but they seem to be able to pull money for these kinds of things. So there's people, they have money, and when it's time to, like, what is the priority? Like putting the spotlight on your foundation. It's not just about FANA and what we're doing with Veterans First Initiative. It's also putting the spotlight on what you're doing, Doc. And that's what we're here for. Okay. It's not a competition here. It's about people doing great works out in the world right now that deserve as much attention as we can. So it's easy to go into apathy. It's easy to go into grief, like nothing really gets done. But we have to create this in a new unit of time. Okay. And I think that time has come. That's what we're going to do. And it's, it gets a little, when you're in the trenches, it can be tough. I understand. But we're coming in very, very, we had the Unity, Peace, and Freedom Festival, which was amazing, and bringing in all those top acts. And that was to bring all the races and religions together, Doc. And so, see, we have a fresh approach that we're doing it. So, like I said, it's we're here to help you and your organization and all the vets out there. So thank you.
Well, this would be a terrible, terrible world if we didn't have music.
Right. Yeah. The only two things like that my father always said was that we are guaranteed are death and taxes, and I hate both of them.
Well, I didn't figure out a way to collect taxes, so I went the other side. But it's quality of life. I think that's what we have to, make people aware that everybody deserves quality of life, and some people work harder to get it, and some people, worked harder. Now they're retired. They're living off their retirement, and they took care of themselves. I'm out there, so I hear
Yeah.
them all the time that they don't have the money to help other people. But like you say, they got money to go to the casino to have entertainment. Most of them think they're going to make it rich, but some people go there knowing that they're only, doing it for entertainment. So
Yeah.
we just, I think you're striking the chord here with the music, because everybody can enjoy, the freedom of just melting into the community and not, kind of walking away from reality for a few minutes, the
Yep.
pressure and all the negativity and all the hatred just kind of melts in, into the noise.
Oh yeah.
And then you listen to the noise, and pretty soon it becomes soothing, and it becomes recognizable as music instead of noise, So
Oh yeah. So
it takes an effort, but I appreciate your guys' effort in wanting to do what you do and make a difference.
Well, we appreciate you, Doc, and I know you're a busy man, and you have to get back to work and to all the different foundations that you're on. And I keep telling people that, and I mentioned this earlier, that you're not only just one organization. You're an ambassador for like 33 organizations, and I am
33.
just like
Yeah.
33, right?
That's right, 33, and it's sometimes it's taxing,
Yeah.
but more importantly, I feel good at the end of the day that I did something worthy of of me giving back. And you said it earlier, either pay it forward or give back. It's all about
Yep.
doing something good for somebody else.
Yep.
So,
Well,
and that's what I ask everybody to do is reach, spend the money that you would spend on a cup of coffee and, donate it to buy a cup of coffee or a sandwich for somebody that needs it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Doc, I got an ask for us. Okay, you're
Okay.
in with all these organizations. If you any of them want to embed and actually put that on their website, and that would be wonderful. Any of those organizations. It's happening Saturday. Caesar can get you the information, and I'm just saying, you put there the actual embed code, which is easy to do. Caesar can tell you exactly what to do, and they can go on and watch the telethon and help promote it. And any of those organizations that actually do promote us and do that, we'll know, and we'll be diverting a portion of what we raise to those organizations that help promote it. So just FYI.
Wow. Yeah.
I know your organization, triumphantspiritfoundation.org, will be one of the ones that would be great to do that, Doc. And I think we can definitely help you out with embedding all that stuff. And you and I can have a conversation on later on at a different time. Before Saturday, so we can get this going for you.
It makes sense to do it before. Yeah.
Right. We don't want to do it after the fact. I mean, it is what it is.
A wise man said, prior planning prevents poor performance, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or what was I heard somebody else also say 2 hours in the front or 1 hour in the front saves 2 in the back as well.
Or do it right the first time, and you don't have to spend twice as much time and money doing it right the second time.
Or the third.
Well, listen, I'm here to help, and I love what I'm hearing, as I did when I was with you before. It sounds like a major undertaking that's fun, and it's accomplished. Once it's accomplished, you got a benchmark to do better next year.
Yes.
And do more recruiting and more support activities, throughout the whole year. I mean, it's like Veterans Day. I always tell them, every day is Veterans Day. We remember what we want to remember, and we support what we want to support. So
that's right. Well, Doc, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and thank you so much for taking the time to come on. And I'm gonna keep my word. I only kept you to 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well,
I know you're a busy man. You said you had other stuff to do, and I appreciate you taking the time, like I said, to come out and join us and talking to us, because this is a great important cause that's happening this Saturday, June 7th, from 12 noon Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're gonna have 4 different cities: Chicago, Toronto, Phoenix, and LA. And every one of those cities will get a 2-hour block where they're going to be doing fun-filled activities, interviews, music acts. Dignitaries are going to be on there, and like Doc just joined us next year. I'm going to have a big ask of Richie today, right now, that Doc, you're going to go out to LA and meet him out there. And you're going to be playing drums and or guitar with Richie on stage.
Yeah, you might scare off some of the people with me playing, but Well,
you know,
not if it's comedy hour. Now, if it's comedy hour, then I can bang a drum once in a while. But
well, we can actually make you a spoon man. We can actually get you some spoons out there, or a tambourine.
well, listen, with AI, I'm probably pretty good.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Doc. Well, Doc, we won't take any more of your time. Thank you so much for coming on the Battle Rhythm podcast. Sir, you and I have a pending conversation later on off air, and I always look forward to talking to you because you have such great wisdom, and thank you so much for being part of this telethon and on this live that we're doing a special edition of the Battle Rhythm podcast here on a Monday evening afternoon. And thank you so much, Doc. And I will be in contact with you, sir, very soon. And thank you so much for all you do. And thank you for your service, Doc.
Hey, real quick, Caesar. How many people do we have on X watching right now?
Right now, we have 55,727 and counting. And we only have one like on Facebook right now.
Well, hey, we got to change that. It don't take anything to push a button. I say we ought to send in at least $1.
Yeah,
look, that would be nice if we each contributed $1.
I'm telling you.
I mean, that's it couldn't even buy you a cup of coffee.
Right. So here's the website again. It's givebutter.com/vetsinneed. Again, givebutter.com/vetsinneed. Endorsed 100% by Doc Ballard, Medal of Honor recipient from the Vietnam War. Sir, thank you so much for being here. We will see you very, very soon. Hopefully on June 7th, you'll be tuning in.
I most likely will. And Richie, good meeting you, sir. And hopefully we'll meet up someday. Hey,
I hope so. I look forward to meeting you in person, Doc. It's been a pleasure to meet you today.
Yeah, well, let's make a plan. But good luck, guys. And again, count on me. You count on my support.
Thank you, Doc. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, take care.
Bye. Man, what a treat, Richie. What a treat.
Where's he located?
He is in the Midwest out here somewhere. I believe it's Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Great. Another great band, Kansas.
There you go. Yeah.
So we were talking about that, but hey, we're gonna do a quick little break because Richie, I wanna play one of our clips that we have been so graciously given by one of our great friends, Tony at TNT Films, and this thing is phenomenal. And if you're not excited about this telethon, Richie, like I am, which you probably are, because we've been talking about this for like 3.5 months, and we can just not wait for this to be over so we can start for the next one. Because, like Doc said, next year better be 100% even better. So let's talk about this. We're going to come back with Richie. We're going to talk some more. We are live here on the Battle Rhythm podcast through Voice of the People USA Radio and TV Network, UC Digital, Patriot Radio, and on here on X, on Facebook, YouTube. We'll be right back. Please stand by. This will be a quick commercial.
We want everybody to tune in and watch this incredible event. Willie Chambers, June 7th, the Vets Telethon. Be sure you check it out.
It's Richie Honori from the multi-platinum group The Suite. We all can agree our vets need our help. If you got a couple bucks right here and right now, you can make that difference. We are the Veterans First Initiative. We're musicians bounded together. Go to vetsinneed.org. That's vetsinneed.org. Thank you so much. You can make that difference too.
Look at that. Who was that guy playing drums? I've never seen that guy before.
My drumsticks. There we go.
Man,
I got to do a stick twirl, you know.
Oh, what kind of sticks do you play? Do you play? Can you say the name of the company that you play?
Oh, I'm with the company Vic Firth, and they all the sticks they do the autograph
Right.
on it, and
so let's take a little thing. We're gonna do a little thing right now. That if Richie, if you are willing to sign a set of sticks right now to whoever calls in, or not calls in, but whoever mentions it on our social media platform, whoever says and actually knows the name of the VFW National Senior Vice Commander, not the Commander in Chief, but the Senior Vice Commander, will be able to get a signed autographed set of sticks by Richie Honori. Would you be okay with that, Richie?
you're gonna have to pay for it, Caesar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I will pay for it for the shipping.
I'm kidding.
I will pay for the shipping, sir. Amazon Prime is free. So whoever the next person to actually comments on our social media platforms, on X, Facebook, whatever you're listening to right now, whoever can tell me who the VFW National Senior Vice Commander is, they will receive an autographed set of drumsticks by Richie Honori. Is that all right with you, Richie?
Oh, 100%. Yes.
There you go. So whoever is the next one that actually comes up, hey, you better know. But also remember, you guys also get to give back to the veterans, because this is what we're here for today. Because we are raising funds in order for us to actually be able to provide these services for the veterans. GiveButter.com/vetsinneed. Again, GiveButter.com/vetsinneed. And like Doc mentioned, you don't need the cup of coffee at Starbucks today. That's $10. You can give that $10 to the veterans in need, and I'm telling you what, they are providing different training for things like that. One of the things that I was able to, one of the organizations I was able to highlight through this, it has been Promising People. Promising People is a organization out of the Florida area, and they're actually providing great training for veterans, family members, civilians. It doesn't matter, but their training is very state of the art, revolutionary in my opinion, very innovating in the fact that it's not a regular set classroom like a normal class that you would go to. It's all through VR goggles. And those VR goggles are, they come in, they go take whatever class they have different classes. They could take medical, carpentry, electrician, HVAC, which is your air conditioning people. And they're able to help you with like the OSHA certifications and all that stuff, all the different certifications that you need in order for you to be successful. They will help you with. And from what they were saying, a lot of the time it will be at no cost to the veteran, because or the person that's actually putting in for the training, because they're able to provide grants, and through them they are one of the partners with People for a New America and Veterans First Initiative. And I know I had them on last week, and it was such a great show. I encourage you guys to go back into my YouTube channel and watch that interview with Chad Walker. And it was super awesome. I'm telling you guys, these are great organizations that People for a New America and Veterans First Initiative are partnering with, because they are willing to give back to the veterans. And I can't not promote these guys enough to let you know how much this means to one veteran. And I know Tom Kaz, he was a veteran as well from the Air Force, even though he didn't do anything because he was Air Force. But we'll give him credit. We'll give him credit. But here, the things that we're doing, man, it's so important. And this is why I got involved with this organization, and I'm able to use my platform here with a podcast, that I'm able to promote such organizations like People for a New America and Veterans First Initiative. And I can't tell you guys enough how humbled I am that Richie was able to, chose me to do this and help them out with this and do these interviews. And I I was able to have great people like Al Liphart, who is the national VFW commander, and also with Doc Ballard, shoot, Richie Onori for that. People don't know that big name. He's pulling big names out here for these telethons and the music that we're going to be bringing. So next year, we're hoping to do even more for more people, more veterans, more organizations, and that's what's happening. That's on the radar, right, Richie?
Oh yeah. This is only the beginning. It's important. There are a few other organizations that are very focused on the entertainment aspect, and so I have plans and how we're going to build concerts and really bring all the organizations together. Like I said, with music, and really address it, because it starts with a grassroots movement. I knew when we had the Unity, Peace, and Freedom Festival, that's called Birth of a Movement. The time has come today. Okay. And this is what we need to do. It starts with the veterans and really honoring the people that have protected our freedoms, and keeping that intact. So many things have gone off the, there's so much chaos in in our lives. Enough's enough. It's time we take it back. The creatives get together, and I think that I think people will be surprised what can happen in the next 5 to 10 years by us all coming together.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be such a great time that this telethon again. I'm going to put up the banner here, because again, this is important. Again, Saturday, June 7th, from 12 p.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be Toronto, Chicago, Phoenix, and LA, and all of these cities will have a 2-hour block, fun, filled with entertainment, music, interviews, local dignitaries, and I do have to give a shout out to Jay Stoyan, who is the founder of the Disability Channel up in Canada, up north in the 51st state, as we know it. He's up there. He's doing great things with veterans as well. Where he gives training programs he does have training programs for veterans, and he teaches them how to be a host, how to have a podcast, how to do the post-production, pre-production, everything that you can think of for digital media and or even television. He's doing such great things, and he's been involved in many projects with Invictus Games, and also with the Veterans House, and man, it's great. Another shout out to Connect to Your City. Larry Witherspoon out of Phoenix. He has been instrumental in putting this thing together for y'all to view this Saturday, because there's going to be, remember, 4 cities. This is going to be a massive undertaking this Saturday. 4 different cities are going to be sending a signal to Larry. Larry's then is going to broadcast it to everybody, and we're going to be able to stream it live and in person, and you guys are going to be able to watch it live as it's happening. Every city, everything, and all these interviews that we're doing are going to be featured, and oh my gosh, it's just going to be so many things. And Richie mentioned there are many acts that are going to be coming up. He did a lot of different you've been busy doing the background stuff, right?
Yeah, a lot of stuff's in the background. That's the bottom line. But I just want to give you a call out. What an incredible show that you have, and what a great interview you are, Caesar, and what you're building up, because your dedication and you live and breathe this mission. So a big shout out to you. Thank you for your service.
Well, I appreciate your support in that, and again, I'm just humbled that you chose my show to be able to bring these interviews to life and be able to be featured in that, and that just means a lot to me. The fact that a multi-platinum award-winning drummer who I look up to and is I consider a great friend now is making me blush because to be honest with you, I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the recognition. I do it because I love serving and I love giving back to many people. And right now we are blowing up, Richie. We're at 56,000 people listening to us right now, and that's incredible because we are reaching as many people as we can. And again, June 7th from 12 noon to 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have a great lineup, so please tune in. You'll see me. You'll see Richie. You'll see Doc. You'll see. You might be able to see Al Liphart. You. Who knows? You might be able to see a Miss America in there somewhere. We're all over the place right now. All over the place.
Yeah, a big shout out to X Trends who made this possible today with really blowing this up and amplifying this message, so many people can listen to this today. So
yes,
that's Trent and Jason, and just amazing people.
Yes, those guys have been in the background for weeks and trying to make this up. And man, thank you guys so much for helping not only people for our New American Veterans First Initiative, but also the show, the Battle Rhythm Podcast, because without you guys, I would have no show at all. So thank you guys for that. And Richie, you're just an inspiration to many of us. And I wish people had that tenacity of just being able to do certain things. And as Pilgrim said, all heart. And that's where you are, my friend, all heart. And thank you so much for that. So, I don't even know what else to say to this and build this up, because this is just, I'm just so excited at the fact there's so many things that are happening, and we don't even have the full lineup. I mean, I know what the LA show is going to be like. I know what what it's going to be, but there's other places that they're like, they're keeping it top secret. They're like, oh, we're going to not let you know who's going to be, So at this point, it's you just have to tune in on June 7th from 12 to 8 Eastern.
Yeah, well, I should grab my guitar, huh?
Let's do it. I mean, shoot. Let me go grab my guitar here.
Maybe I have a song that could be. I haven't played this for a while.
What a treat, my friends! You guys are going to listen to Richie and Ari live on the Battle Rhythm Podcast here on X Spaces and also on YouTube. Everywhere you guys are hearing us, please just pay attention to the songs.
Am I breaking up, or is it pretty clear?
No, you're pretty clear.
Just a simple man, I have a simple point of view. Sometimes I feel so blue. All we want is some peace of mind. It's kind of hard to find this day. Sometimes I wish I was a man on the moon. Well, there's people out there working way too hard just to feed the families, and the bakers rape the needy and claim it's the American way. Deeper in debt with each step, gonna grind us in the ground. Time to clean it up and turn it around. Calling American fighters, we're American fighters. In tradition with our fathers, we gotta make a stand today. American fighters, we're American fighters. Well, freedom doesn't give you the right to steal from the free. Most of us are simple folks, we all want to do what's right. Nobody likes to believe. There's a time when we must act to preserve our dignity. Sometimes I wish I was the man on the moon. Well, there's workers out there working all day long, barely making their ends meet. And the tax they takes a lion's share and that's the American way. Deeper in bed with these steps, they're gonna grind us in the ground. Time to clean it up and turn it around. American fighters, American fighters. Well, I don't think Mr. Jefferson made it. American fighters. Well, the Constitution says, don't tax the hands of a man. American fighters. We're American fighters. In tradition with our fathers, we all make a stand today. American fighters. We're American fighters. Well, freedom doesn't give you the right to steal from the free. No, no, no. I'm just a simple man. I have a simple point of view.
Man, yes. Thank Richie Honori, everybody. That's a great song. Just perfect for the God. We just had Memorial Day, a few days ago, and then this is leading up to the telethon on June 7th that we're going to be having here on through People for a New America and Veterans First Initiative. We're going to be able to watch it live here on Voice of the People USA Radio and TV Network, UC Digital, and Patriot Radio, along with all of our other media partners that we have with Connect to Your City and a few others, the Disability Channel. We're going to be able to watch them. And if you have an organization that is a nonprofit organization, you would like to embed and actually have this going through you, please give us a call, or send us an email, and we'll be able to actually go ahead and give you that embedded code so you can actually be able to put that through. There is the website, pfana.usa.org, for you to actually go in there and request for that. Also, we have vetsinneed.org for you to actually donate the any funds that you're able to donate for us. Again, this is very, very important to give back to the community, give back to the veteran community, because there is a lot of, just as Richard was saying, there are a lot of veterans that we don't even know about that are sleeping underneath an overpass, just out there on the beaches of LA. It's all over the place. You see it everywhere in America. And then, I'm not trying to promote anything or about like that, but I believe that our current president, and I'm not getting political, please don't think about anything about that. All I'm saying is that what a great slogan that he had, "Make America Great Again," because we need to get back to us. We need to worry about us Americans and what we have here, because we do have a big, big issue with veterans not getting the care that they need. Not only, be mental health, physical help, and or because we have a lot of issues that people don't know about, that the veterans don't even know about, and we need to be more involved in that sense. And this is where you come in, right, Richie? Because your organization has been given back to veterans for a long time, and this is the first time that we're able to do all this stuff, right?
Well, our slogan is, we're the solution revolution. Okay. We do have the know-how to really help people out in all sectors, not just veterans, but also across, let's create new media, like what's happening with you right now. New technology. We have so many different buckets when you go in, join a committee or join a division of what we're doing now. We're just getting started. We're just really hit phase 2.
Yep.
So that's what we're up to. So it is the solution revolution, and that's what we need to start. There's no reason why we can't create a heaven on earth, even though people are in so much apathetic. They just throw their hands up, or they just say, "Oh, you know what? At least I'm old enough now. I don't have to worry about it." Well, you have to worry about it. You got to worry about your grandkids.
Oh yeah.
You got to think about the future generations that are here to come. And we're at a sector in life where with AI and all these things, our life can be compromised, in our futures and our kids. We just saw that happen close to it. So we have to protect, and being a veteran means also protecting us going into the future, taking responsibility, not only on the battlefield, but be a soldier for today. What we need to do is coming together as all soldiers and, creating, and that's our philosophy. That's what has to be done to create that. And if that's what our position is, that's what the way it will be. And, thank you all for tuning in today. And thank you, Caesar, for your service and everything you do.
Well, thanks for your support. And I mean, I do this, anything you ask me to do, I've been able to help you in that. And if I'm able to do it, I'll do it. And you know that very, very well. And it's just, like I said, I'm just humbled at the fact that you were able to choose my show to help out in that sense. And I've gotten to grow not only as a person but also as a servant, because it has given me a bigger sense of not self, but a bigger sense of servitude, right? Because it just it's so rewarding giving back to many people. And I have the face for radio, and I'm able to give back in this platform where I'm able to just use my voice, where and literally use my voice and promote organizations like this, and being able to talk to people like Doc Ballard and Al Liphart, the VFW national commander. Those guys are, they're both 80 years old right now, and they're both very, very involved. 33 organizations for Doc, and 34 with PFANA now. Well, and Vets initially, that's 34. So, and then with Al Liphart, who he said, honor the contract. The veterans gave everything that you wanted them to ask. Your turn now is to honor the contract that you said you were going to fulfill, and we're able to. You should be able to give back to them as well. Not the civilians on the side, where he was talking about more of the government part of it, where we need to take care of veterans as a whole. And you're giving back in ways that we need your support. Again, the website for you guys to donate and support PFANA and the Veterans First Initiative is givebutter.com/vetsinneed, givebutter.com/vetsinneed. And I'm going to play another little clip of our telethon here and the reason why we're on here. And I don't know, I'm feeling wild again. I know that we've not everybody has been able to see the video by Gunny Han, I should say. So I might play that again. I don't know. I'm feeling wild. Maybe I'll play a little bit of Tom Cass's hit song that is just blowing up the charts right now. We just had a great live performance, unplugged of that. Oh wait, I can't say that. That's trademark. A very live performance by Richie Honori, right? I don't make enough money to pay the trademark on that. So, but we're gonna come back here in a few seconds. Richie, are you so good to hang out with us here for a little while longer?
Yeah, just a little. I got to handle some things, but again, the key thing is purpose. You said servitude, but it's finding purpose and your purpose, and that is the greatest reward. If you have purpose, the reason these guys are 80 years old, they found their purpose. And a lot of people don't know what their purpose is. But when you do find I know what my purpose is. And you're seeing it unfold right now. And that's what keeps going. That's what keeps it going. And that brings hope to veterans out there and people alike, is that knowing that we're here to help. Let's join together. Let's all find our purpose together so we can really make a difference in the world.
Oh, yeah. All right. So you listen to the Battle Rhythm podcast here on Voice of the People USA Radio TV Network, BUC Digital, Patriot Radio, ConnectUcity.com, and all others that are joining us with the partners that we have in media. Stay tuned. I'm going to come back and talk. We're going to play a game with Richie, and I'm pretty sure he knows what it is. So stay with us.
My name's Richie Honori from the Multi-Platinum Group of Suite. We all can agree to help our vets. Music changes the world. We're musicians bounded together, making a difference for our vets. With the Veterans First Initiative, you can make that difference too. Go to vetsinneed.org, vetsinneed.org. Thank you.
This is Ronald Luxembourg, appreciative of the time. Tune in on June the 7th to be able to contribute and donate whatever you can in dedication to these veterans. This is Ronald Luxembourg thanking you.
Man, how cool is that? And we are blowing up right now in the social platform medias. We are on X right now. We are at 60,000 people and growing. The numbers are just going nuts right now. As you can see, Harbor 0 by 2, power in every word. Richie, I mean, come on. It just, going up there in the Santa Monica hills and going up there with the horses in the equine therapy. Do you know that equine therapy is such a good therapy for veterans?
Yeah, being around animals and you could enlighten me a little bit more on that, I'm sure. Yes.
Well, I haven't gotten into, but I've gotten invitations to come, and I just have not been able to go. And they said, bring your whole family, bring your daughter, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll have to do it. And she's like, the only fear I have is that my daughter will see a horse and be like, Daddy, I want one. I was like, I knew that was a mistake. So that is why I haven't gone yet, but soon enough I will be able to do so. But man, I'm excited. June 7th here coming up in the next 5 days, man. Oh my gosh. The People for a New America Veterans First Initiative will be hosting its first telethon here on Voice of the People USA Radio and TV Network, the Disability Channel, Busey Digital, and also on Patriot Radio. We're going to be able to stream all that for you, and we're going to be able to stream it live through StreamYard with all of our other partners out of Toronto, Chicago, Phoenix, and LA. Everybody's going to be on here. Richie might be able to do another song, maybe with his band. I don't know. You're just going to have to tune in and see what they have in store for those days, because I'm telling you, this is going to set the bar high for anybody else who wants to do a telethon for veterans, because it's going to be bar none. This is going to be the standard's going to be set, and it's going to be the next year is going to be way better than you only build more. You take the lessons learned from the year before, and then you build upon that, right? Absolutely. So we're gonna go and build hard, and that's what we're doing. Rich, you have another song for us?
Well, let me think. Let me see. Make sure this is on. What else could I play? Riding on the city. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of Kankakee. It rolls along past houses, farms, and passing trains that have no name, and graveyards full of old black men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobile. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call City of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Give you a short version there.
Yeah, my friend, that's awesome. Oh man, So excited! I
It's
can't wait.
also Wake Up America, where are you?
Yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. So all right, so let's give everybody the website once again. It's at www.givebutter.com/vets-in-need. That is the website that you can actually go in and donate for this great cause. Again, it's givebutter.com/vets-in-need, or also you just go vetsinneed.org to donate to this great cause, because again, we cannot stress enough just how much of these funds are going to be able to go to help those vets in need, and just to give great things that that a lot of people aren't able to afford at this point. We have a lot of homeless veterans, as I was mentioning before, and they need our help and they need your help. givebutter.com/vetsinneed.org. And Richie, I don't have any more words to say to you. I just also I did say that we were going to do a little something something. We are going to play another round of rapid fire questions. All right, rapid fire questions is brought to you by EGA Constructions out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. One of my very, very good sponsored partners here that I have for the Battle Rhythm podcast. Shout out to Lynn Toomer, who is actually the VFW Department of Texas past state commander. He is the owner of EGA Construction, and he believes in this organization. He believes in this cause, and that is why he is a donor to us, and he is just a great guy. So thank you, Lynn, for being such a great supporter of People for New America, Vets in First Initiative, and then obviously the Battle Rhythm podcast. So, all right, so the Battle Rhythm podcast, the favorite segment, the fan favorite, is this segment right here, was rapid fire questions. And Richie, we've played this game before, and we're gonna do it again. And because we have a larger audience, well, new audience, because right now we're trending in X Spaces. We're 62,000 strong and growing. So we're going to be playing a very, very special edition of the rapid fire questions. So, sir, I think you remember the premise of this whole game, right?
I think so. Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Well, I will give you a quick reminder. I will give you a sample question, and all you have to do is answer with the first thing that comes to your mind, and that's how we play rapid fire questions. That's the whole thing. Theo Maxwell, thank you for your comment. Respect always. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that. Make sure you tune in June 7th for the telethon from 12 noon to 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be coming in live, so please tune in and donate and help the veterans in need that we have. This is why we are doing this. So thank you, Alina Sharp. Thank you for your comments and your support. So, all right, here we go. The Battle Rhythm podcast, a special edition of the rapid fire questions. Sir, favorite venue that you've played?
I gotta say, when we were down playing with Journey down in Santiago, Chile, we played a concert with them, and there was one venue we played when we were there. We did a whole tour with Journey, and that Chile was an incredible. That I remember that stood out. Yeah.
Was this with Steve Perry?
No, that's after. That's with our he hung out with him so much. The Philip from Philippines.
Yeah.
Arnell.
He sounds so alike, so much like him.
Yeah. He's been in the band for a long time. He's about ready to leave, I believe. But
oh wow,
amazing. Yeah, that was a good venue. Yeah.
All right. And to contrast that, worst venue.
The worst venue was when I played as a kid. When I was about 11 years old, we played the Market, and I sang Satisfaction behind the drums. And I think that I got it. for the gig, it was my first payment that I got actually, and I got a hamburger for it. Yeah.
Hey, the cheeseburger. They couldn't even spare the cheese, huh? All right. We've asked this question before.
Yeah.
What is your favorite military movie?
First thing comes with I love that last Top Gun. I mean, the Top Gun are just come on, it's just amazing.
The one that just came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, I really love that. Yeah.
Hey, we have a question. Are you guys going to keep this going for the vets? Heck yeah, we're going to keep this going. Actually, tomorrow, tune in tomorrow to the Battle Rhythm podcast on its regular scheduled time. Tuesdays at 9. I'll be live on X through all this. I'm going to have a very, very special guest tomorrow. She is a phenomenal therapist. So we're going to be talking, and I joke about this, but we're going to be talking about our feelings. And we take that, some of us take that seriously. Some of us take is, it's a very big stigma, a lot, especially with people that suffer from PTSD and things like that. And the reason why I want to bring her on is because it shouldn't be where a soldier, doesn't matter what it is, should be able to talk to somebody about what they're going through, because we were mentioning earlier, people suffer in silence and you don't know what they're suffering with. You don't know what it's going through. And yes, we're going to keep going with this. So heck yeah, we're going to be talking about this. And please tune in tomorrow to the Battle Rhythm podcast Tuesday. It'll be here live on Voice of the People USA Radio TV Network, UC Digital, Patriot Radio, and through X, all the social media platforms that you're currently watching on right now. So we'll be on tomorrow at 9 Eastern. I don't know, maybe Tom Cass will probably pop in tomorrow because he is such a hurricane that he wants to come in whenever he can. So that man loves what he does and loves what he's doing with veterans. But that man loves to bring attention to the issues that are going on right now with the veterans. So, exactly. Thank you, Luminous Oracle, standing with us, standing with veterans. So. All right, let's get back to our questions. All right, what is the worst military movie you've seen?
The worst military movie? God, I don't know if I have one. That doesn't really come to it. It's hard for me to say. I mean, I remember I love Patton. I love a lot of the older, the older films.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't have one. No.
I think the worst one I saw, and I don't know if it was worse. Just I think the way that they did it in the whole plot was White Christmas with Bing Crosby. Don't get me wrong, great movie, but it was like they tied in World War II, and then the general was in trouble, and they had to go back and save his what do you call it, his resort, somewhere up in the Northeast. And again, I love the movie, but I thought like the whole, the way that they did it was like, oh, okay, I get what it is, a White Christmas, but
Well, that really hurts me because that's my favorite movie of all time. No, just kidding.
Oh, well, with that, Caesar, the Battle Rhythm podcast is no longer the official podcast of PFANA. Thank you guys for tuning in. Just kidding. No, oh my gosh. Well, Richie, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you took time on your busy schedule and out there. What is next for you? Where are you guys going? You guys are pretty much on tour right now, right?
Yeah, we just got back from the show, and then we've got an LA show, but we're busy with the telethon and a lot of things going on as far as my solo career as well, with the Blues Angel. And so just busy all the time. So after the telethon, then we're setting our sights on for the concert for the vets. That will be the next level. So every day is super, super busy. And I also manage the group suite. So, and we have shows starting all over the country. We'll be in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Canada, a bunch of shows this summer all over. You can go to the sweetband.rocks and you see our whole schedule. A lot of the dates aren't even up there yet, but yeah, they just keep on pouring in. So a lot of shows there and more shows with the Blues Angel and more incredible things with, with what we're doing with People for a New America and Veterans First Initiative. you know. And that what with Ron Alexenberg, I will point out, you want to talk about a legend there.
Yeah.
You know, Ron signed, he was just given the Lifetime Achievement Award for signing Charlie Daniels at Opry at the Grand Ole Opry. But not only that, he signed Boston, he signed REO, he signed Michael Jackson. That guy is another Clive Davis. He is basically, and he's our executive producer at our Unity, Peace, and Freedom Festival. A lot of the things you're going to be seeing on the day at the telethon. So Ron is interviewed. He is a living legend. He's up there in age, but that guy and his niece has a huge veteran foundation as well. So you're going to learn a lot about what we're up to, and when people are filled with purpose to really make a difference.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, again, Saturday, tune in Saturday, June 7th from 12 noon Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a fun, full day of entertainment, music, interviews, anything you could think of under the sun. And it's all going to be benefiting the veterans that are in need. Again, the website for that is givebutter.com/vets in need. It is underneath your screen there. Givebutter.com/veterans in need. You can also go to our other website, vetsinneed.org, as Richie pointed out earlier. And sir, I cannot be more honored that you took the time again to come with us today on a journey of exploration of live spaces. And we've had so many people give us comments today, and they're blowing up right now. We're still holding strong at 62,000 listeners. Great things are going to be here to come. Tune in tomorrow to the Battle Rhythm podcast. I don't know, we might be able to do another one, another live here soon. Perhaps you will have more songs for us during that time. You never know.
There you go. It's about the blues. We feel the blues.
That's right, blues.
You know?
One more rapid fire question: who is the best blues solo guitarist?
Well, we know Stevie's the man. Jimmy,
that is
but
my
he
friend,
was
my man.
from Texas, man. Heart of Texas music in
right.
Austin.
Right, that's right. And people don't realize that his godfather was Albert King. Albert King. You know,
well, that was his. Well, that's his biggest influence. Yeah. Born on a bad side. I've been down since I began to crawl.
That's right, man. Life taken too young, man, because that guy could have been. He was incredible. But the songs that he brought, and he left the legacy behind, such inspirations, great songs, and there will never be another Stevie Ray. SRB, he's such an awesome. That's one of my favorite artists. After Led Zeppelin and the Sweet. So there we go. But hey, Richie, thank you so much for joining us. We've been at this for the last 2 hours, and let me tell you, I'm just so happy and so honored that so many people tuned in to do this live. That we are able to bring a great guest today, Al Liphart, who was the VFW National Commander. He was able to talk to us today. Also, the Medal of Honor recipient, Doc Ballard, was able to also come in and talk to us for a few minutes. And then, obviously, the man, the myth, the legend, Richie Onori, the founder of People for a New America, drummer for the Sweet, and also for his solo projects that is going on. Like you said, please go and check in his website. Again, Richie, give us the website that people can go in and check out for the tours that you're going to be the shows you're going to be having here.
Yeah, that's the sweetband.rocks. The sweetband.rocks.
There you go.
You can do that, or you could go to thebluesmessenger.com, and that's my solo business that I've got. And there you go, man. That's got a lot of things juggling. We've got a lot of plates spinning.
That's right. And guys, again, we're going to give us this website one more time, givebutter.com/vetsinneed, givebutter.com/vetsinneed. We definitely need your donations, because without you, this organization would not be able to exist. And this is how we give back to the veterans. This is how we are able to give training to the veterans. This is how we're able to support them, assist them, and in clothing, food, and anything you can think of. This is a great organization, and if you're going to be involved in something, be involved in this, because this is a great initiative, Veterans First initiative. I'm telling you, it's such a great feeling giving a little bit back. And like Doc said, if you're going to go to Starbucks, don't spend the $10 on Starbucks. Just donate it and give it to vetsinneed.org, because we definitely need those $10. $10 will make a difference for another veteran. That can mean that they're getting new shoes, new pair of pants, because we are blessed with a lot, and the little that we were able to give back, and with whatever we can, is huge. Rich, you mentioned earlier that he was just in a casino playing a gig, and there were so many people playing, just giving to these slots, trying to win money here and there. Whatever, take $20 off of that, the winnings that you just got, and give it right back to the servitude, to Vets in Need. Givebutter.com/Vets in Need. I'm telling you, that is the biggest reward, and that's what we can ask, right?
Yeah, and do it now. See, don't think about it. Just go to that vets.need, and that's what Vets in Need. Okay, that's what you want to do. Do it now, and that will support the mission, support the vets.
Yes,
that's what we need. So yeah, just do it now. Appreciate you guys, and many blessings to everybody out there. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate it, Caesar. And see you next Saturday for a incredible. Get ready for a great telethon.
That's right. We're going to start off again. Let me show you guys the banner here. It's going to be Saturday, June 7th, starting at 12 Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific. And it'll be all the way for 8 hours from 12 to 8 Eastern. We're going to have tons of employment programs, giveaways, musical performances by Richie Onari, of course, and so many other things that we're going to be doing this. And that's going to be through many of our media partners that we're going to be able to broadcast this. And we are so looking forward to this for so many reasons. And please tune in. This is going to be the first annual, because I know this is not going to be the only time we're going to be able to do this. We're going to be able to do this quite often, and this is going to be the first time. Maybe it's going to be a new. We're gonna beat Jerry Lewis and beat Bob Hope. This Rich Onori is a new Bob Hope. I am calling it, and I'm pretty sure Al Liphart will say the same thing. Rich Onori is a new Bob Hope of the veterans, because again, that man had so much to give back, and that's all he did. Stories that matter. You're correct, Cobalt Oracle. Stories that matter. These stories are the unsung heroes, like the story of Doc Ballard and his heroism and everything that he did. And I encourage you guys to go back through my library. I'm probably going to put his interview, also the interview with Richie that I did a few weeks before Doc's. I'm going to put all those. Those are always available on my YouTube channel. You guys can go back and watch all of these, and there's a couple of Easter eggs in there. So you guys, it's all for the greater good of helping veterans. So again, tune in Saturday, June 7th, from 12 Eastern to 8 Eastern, 8 hours full of everything. So Toronto, Chicago, Phoenix, and LA will be the 4 hosting cities, and everything that you see in there will be able to do. Again, the website to donate, it's vetsinneed.org. vetsinneed.org. Please go there, donate now, because we definitely need your support in order for us to keep giving to the veterans. So please go in there and help us out. Again, the other websites as well is where did it go? I just had it 2 seconds ago. vetsinneed.org, and also there it is, givebutter.com/vetsinneed, givebutter.com/vetsinneed. And I believe that I forgot to mention that we're actually having some type of competition, right? Like whoever's actually going to be giving whichever city is going to be giving the most, they're going to win a little something, right? A little bragging rights or something like that.
That's right. Jesse knows more about that, but I know that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a very cool little competition we've got. So,
well, there you go. It's going to be awesome. And Richie, I look forward to watching the bands and everything you have cooked up for us. And I'm giving you the knife hand because you know what they say with the knife hand, everything's pointing at you. And if you have, pointing one, there's one finger pointing at you and 3 pointing right back at you. So it's always the knife hand. There you learned the lesson. So, all right. Well, guys, I want to thank you guys for listening to this very, very special edition of the Battle Rhythm Podcast. We are out of time for today. Richie, I bid you adieu, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me and being my co-host. Such a great host and guest. And thank you so much for playing the special edition of the Rapid Fire Questions. And we will see you on Saturday, because Saturday is the day that everything comes together. All the hard work that has gone behind the scenes. It's good. So thank you, my friend. We'll see you. Again, this is Caesar with the Battle Rhythm Podcast. You're listening to this great station on Voice of the People Radio and TV Network, VUC Digital, Patriot Radio, the Disability Channel, Connect to Your City. We're everywhere. We're going to be all over the place. And you guys stay tuned. June 7th, please tune in with us. Starts at 12 noon, 12 noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. We're going to start that, and it's going to be such a great time had by all. And you might see some of us pop up every once in a while and then give you guys an encouragement. So here we go. Richie, I will see you very, very soon, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, this is Caesar signing off. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the regular scheduled program for the Battle Rhythm Podcast, Tuesday at 9 Eastern time, and tune in. We're going to be having a great conversation with a very good therapist, and we're going to be talking about my feelings and see how why I'm the way I am. My wife said something about listening, but I can really tell what she was saying because I didn't hear. So we will see you guys tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern, and we'll see you then. Richie, thanks so much, and we'll see you. We'll see you another time. Take care, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. As we wrap up today's show, we want to extend our heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. Your support and engagement means the world to us, and we hope you found today's content insightful and entertaining. This episode, along with all previous shows, is available on all major media platforms. Whether you prefer to listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or watch YouTube, we got you covered. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and leave a review to help us reach more listeners just like you. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. Connect with us on social media, where you can join us in our conversation and stay updated on the latest news and episodes. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you once again for being part of the Voice of the People, U.S.A. Radio, and TV Network. We look forward to bringing you more exciting content in our upcoming episodes. Until next time, take care.